Yeah, so BSM has a very unique steps which we follow for preparing the students for placements, right? As we do. So we have different kind of interventions which comes directly from the industry, part one. Then the intervention from the faculty also we give for making them understand what is the job description, making them understand about the nitty-gritties of the concepts which are connected to the job description. Along with that, we also make the students to talk to few of the roles where the the person is already working there. He'll be talking to you and making you understand about the day-to-day activities in that particular role. So that is about you know uh, getting over the fear factor on the day one to work well with the during the interview. That's how we do it.
Yeah.
The industry interactions, I think probably you will be able to tell what are the interactions we have done.
Yes, I mean, when BSM was formed, we know that, we have so many colleges already in the market. So, what
Hmm.
is different at BSM? So,
Hmm.
we decided on the fact that the kind of training, the kind of atmosphere that we're going to provide to the students,
Hmm.
so that they should know that what they are expecting, when they shift from classroom to the boardroom, right? And that is what mostly our sessions are about. That, once you step into BSM, from your resume to how you perform in your GDs to how you sit, what your body language should be while you're giving an interview. So these are the steps that we cater to. And this is something that I think is one of the USPs at BSM, because we handhold the student from day one until he or she is placed in whatever organizations that they're looking for. Yeah.
Correct. So understanding the BSM as a very startup entity,
Correct.
started up in the first batch has just graduated, and we were very very successful in placing the
True.
students up to the expectations of the students. So the ROI was more than 90% what we were able to give it to the students.
Yeah.
Okay, and the highest was remarkable, which was a 16 lakhs, which was into brand consulting.
Correct.
So how are we going to build them in this particular phase? So it is a phase-wise situation where the day one they come into the institution, then we understand, we bucket them into different buckets and understand that these guys are good in aptitude, maybe these guys require more of an on and communication level of like they have to speak out what is actually coming up in the mind rather than building up a sentence and talking.
Yeah.
So it makes a lot of difference. So when you speak on something which and you have that conviction of speaking, so your modulation in the pitch too comes.
Yeah.
So we'll make the student confident that he is okay and ready for the role the time when he gets into the placement cycle. So we generally typically start the placement cycle in the month of October. So October happens to be the phase one, and there we try to pitch in good number of companies with the highest CTCs. Okay. Now, how we are going to make the student ready in that particular phase, that too in the month of October and November, which happens to be the mid of their second year. So what we do, we also do a special intervention so that the student complete the entire curriculum. By the time they complete, they are closer to December.
True.
The reason why, because the company may not be expecting high knowledge of domain,
Yeah.
but they will want to know, are these guys actually fitting the role what we are looking at? So that is the main criteria how we prepare the students for the placements. So the industry interactions keeps happening continuously. The students will be talking to HRs. There is a mentorship program which runs through. It is a hand-holding mentorship which we call as industry mentor-mentee program, where every student is assigned to a leader in that particular domain, and they can continue that a kind of a professional relationship with them to understand that what is actually the best practices in the industry. I may learn something in the classroom, but how about the practicality? Are the best practices being followed in the industry? Are they going to be, are they teaching me or not? Am I ready for it or not?
Yeah.
For that reason, we are mentoring each and every student to an industry leader in that particular domain. That is a special initiative which we call as industry mentor mentee program. I think you know this, right?
So I know, as you spoke about mentor mentee program. So basically, the crux of everything is the kind of practical intervention from the industry that we bring to the table. I think that is one of the USPs of BSM, and I think that is something that has helped the students immaculately in the last for the last batch, which was our founding batch as well. So when we speak about the numbers, so that is like one of the things that has brought in the star value for BSM.
Yeah. So in terms of USP, if you ask about the placements directly, I'll say we are tapping into the GCC network of Hyderabad. Okay,
Correct.
so there are few GCC heads who already spoke to our batch. Okay, when somebody coming from an AI world like now, what we are looking like, there are AI agents, AI systems, AI orchestration. So now we are into AI orchestration. So how are we going to make the students that they in the AI adaptation, or they are into the AI systems development.
Correct.
So now giving our main USP of building up an AI lab will help the students not only to adopt, to orchestrate the different agents so that a system can be created, and finally the AI modules are run through and through from day one. It's around 200 plus hours of common AI.
Yeah.
Curriculum is taught to all the students,
All the
irrespective
students,
whether
yes.
they are from any domain.
Yeah.
So we are making them GCC AI ready
Yeah.
platform. So that's how we are also thinking about running up the placement season as well.